Can you feel me shake the ground? 'Cause I've heard enough excuses. Let's find out what the truth is. I'll get on my feet, I'll take to the streets. I'm knocking.
Okay, Renee, so how was World of Wheels and how did that go for the team?
It was good. It was tiring, but it was exciting. We got to meet a lot of nice people, got to see a lot of beautiful cars. Our cars did very well. Yeah, no, it was great. It's always a big weekend for us and all our guys. So I think all our guys should be very, very proud with all the awards we brought home and just incredible builds.
And now that we're back, what are we tackling head on?
Oh dear.
Right after World of Wheels?
Yeah, so World of Wheels, you're on a high. Monday, you come back to work, everything is right back to normal. So the shitstorm of this week, let's go. We have the half cab being painted this week, so we'll bring you guys down there. That's in the booth getting prepped right now. We're going a beautiful lime green color. I'm really excited for this little half cab. It's probably one of my favorite builds so far. And then we have the Eleanor Mustang shell that you guys saw previous episodes. That one is all done. She's primed and ready to ship out to Quebec. So that one will be leaving the shop soon. We are tackling on the mechanical side. We're still working on the Godzilla, the 68 Charger, the 47 Pontiac. We have a Challenger that we're just doing a little sweet EFI system on it. And of course, we still have our Broncos. We have a original 76 Bronco from Montana that we stripped out and that we're sending to our friends in Ontario to be electrified. And that one we were doing the suspension upgrade and a brake upgrade and doing a whole new interior and just fixing some rust repair, but keeping that original paint on there and just giving it a nice polish. So that should be getting finished up in the next few weeks as well. So we'll definitely show you guys some of that. We have the BMW. Devin's back. He just had a baby. His wife had a baby, so he wasn't here for 2 weeks. So we were gonna throw him back on the BMW.
And he missed World of Wheels.
He did. He missed World of Wheels, but that's okay. He had a good excuse. He had a little one at home.
Perfect. Okay, let's go talk to Sean about the paint. The paint job.
Okay, let's go make him feel awkward. Like, pan on Matt's beautiful model face and his sandy hands. Don't cut that shit out. And, yes.
Okay, so the hood on the bottom, Matt's gonna finish.
Okay.
Mask it off, get it in here.
Okay.
The two doors, the frames on the top have been welded because they're original doors and got some cracks into them.
Okay. You gotta rebuild the smoker windows?
Rebuild smoker windows.
Okay.
You've got all the hardware for it.
I do. I have all the new seals and all the
Topper
glass.
got done last night.
Okay. Good, good, good.
The grill's got to go two-tone on the inside, so I'll spray the white tonight.
Okay.
It's a solvent-based paint, not a water base. And then I can mask it off tomorrow and then do the green that's onto it.
Awesome.
Remember the name of the color of the green?
I don't know. I just called it a lime green. It's like, it's a Mustang lime green color.
Lime gold.
Lime gold.
I think it's called lime
Yeah,
gold.
we did a 67 Mustang this color. Just popped him. It's really, we've never done a Bronco this green before, so I'm really excited. I think it's gonna look good.
The Wimbledon white topper and
yeah.
that green, it's gonna look sick.
I'll wait till you see the interior.
It'll be bright. Yeah, but you're just doing a seat for the interior, isn't it?
No, I did a full custom seat, a full custom half cab interior. I did door panels, floor mats. We're doing a new dash.
Yeah.
We're doing visors, wiper console. The seats are like a green leather with houndstooth.
Oh, really? Cool.
It's all green, green, green. It's really sweet. I love it. I'm excited for it. Ranger, you want us to play? So this is the Mustang shell that Devin was working on in the first episode. Sean, in the last week, applied the Eleanor kit on it, and we primed and sealed it all, and now we're getting ready. I think she's shipping out to Quebec at the end of the week, so the new owner is going to be very happy.
Is this the shell?
This is the shell. Yeah, just the shell. So he's actually going to finish body and paint and do all his own mechanical. So that's kind of the fun part about these Bronco shells and Mustang shells is we can take them to any level that you want, or you can just simply buy the shell from us and do the whole project yourself, or we can take it to full turnkey. We've done a lot like like kind of like this one where we prime it and then we seal it all and then we send it out. We've painted the shells before, like the Bronco shells. We'll build the shell, do the body work and paint, and then ship it out that way, and then they finish the mechanical. So there's just really endless ways of doing it. If you want to make it easy on yourself, just drop it off and get us to do it all. The mechanical shop is super swamped right now too. We have a lot of those projects going on. Like I mentioned earlier, we have the 47 Pontiac that Ben's probably working on. We have that 76 EV Bronco conversion that we have Dusty on. Mike is working on a Challenger. James is troubleshooting some Godzilla right now. So let's go to the mechanical shop and annoy James and see what he's up to.
So we are back from World of Wheels.
Yes.
I've missed a little bit, I know, but so what are you working on today?
Working on a 67 Mustang with a 7.3 liter Godzilla with a Whipple supercharger on it.
How's that going?
It's rough. Just trying to get it going. There's some tuning issues we just gotta get figured out.
What's the hardest part right now with that tuning issue?
With this is the first time we've used this system, so it's new. So it's trying to figure all the kinks and what you need to do, and then get it to flash up and run so we can go for a bit of a drive.
Today?
If I get it running today, that'll be great, but then I still have to hook up all the steering and do the brakes and stuff like that. But I need to get it to at least idle before I can even think about going to the next step. So that's my mission.
And today it's just trying to get it started.
Today's getting it started. Yeah, it's trying to anyways. It's fighting the whole way.
Is that the only thing you've been working on lately?
I was working on a 68 Charger with a Hellcat engine we spliced into it. Pretty much custom everything. Everything needs to be hidden, so it's
That's Dusty's, right?
Dusty's Charger. Yeah, it's a beast.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, Devin. So I haven't seen you in a while, actually.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So World of Wheels just finished up, and everyone knows that you missed it.
Basically, last 2 weeks I was gone just because we had our first baby boy. So it took a little time off of work. Luckily, Derek let me take the time off. Focused on baby, having our kid, getting used to the whole being a parent thing. This is my first week back, and then it's been pretty good though. Parenthood's definitely not much sleep, but it's very fun though. Very fun.
Push it through it.
Oh yeah. He's cute enough, so it's worth it.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then with the shop, concerning the shop, how did the Eleanor that you were working on, how did that go?
Oh, it went pretty well. Before I left, I put that whole Mustang shell together. It was basically a Dynacorn body that you buy basically it's all in pieces. So I spent about a week to get the shell all put together, made sure it was mocked up good, got it to a stage where basically all the metal work was done, and then I could pass it off to the body guys while I was doing my baby stuff. Yeah, Sean took over, took the shell, got all the Eleanor kit put on, bumper covers, wheel flares, did all the modifications, the exhaust. He did it in a wicked time, got it done in basically 2 weeks. Now I'm back and the car is all primered and ready to ship to the customer. So yeah, it was pretty cool going for basically in a month, going from all the parts in a box to a fully completed car. So yeah, very cool and always fun to do that stuff. These shells, as much as they look cool and they think they just pop together, they don't. I mean, half the times parts look like they fit, but you go to put doors on, the openings are small, nothing really works. So in this instance, we built the shell, make it so it's at our standards, our gaps, make sure everything's perfect, so the glass, doors, trunk, everything fits. And then we pass it on to bodywork guys, and then they'll do their thing. In this instance, there was not much bodywork. It was mostly just the kit being installed, and then it's getting shipped out as is. So yeah, it's just every Mustang's different. Some are tough, some are, take only 2 or 3 days. But in this instance, this one was not bad. And then in the end, it came out really good. All the gaps are looking great. And I mean, the car shows itself without even bodywork. It looks amazing already. So.
What does Sean want now? He's texting me.
You calling him right now?
Yeah, I'll see what's up. Hey, Sean. Hey, not much. What's going on?
Do you have a couple minutes to come down? We got something. we painted that copper yesterday, and it's
Yeah.
all fucked. It's like a bleach.
All right, give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. I'll come right now. Ah, fuck, man. Always something. See what's going on. The half cab, Sean, or? Yeah. Looks good. It's dusty, but.
So if you look on that side, you can see where it bled through. You see like a pink hue in there?
Oh, yeah. Fucking barely, eh?
We spot primed it here, and then the paint came back through again.
Fuck.
So the only thing I can think it is, because it's fiberglass resin that's into it.
Yeah.
So the resin from the primer itself in the built-in guide coat, that came through and bled through the paint later on.
Fuck. And it was sealed and everything, right?
2 coats of sealer, 4 coats of base. I used a sun gun for head coverage, and that didn't reappear until today. So it took
Yeah.
24 hours
I know. Yeah, it looked fine.
for it to come back.
Okay. So I guess the only fix is rebase and re-clear it, eh? Nope.
You don't have a choice.
It's not all rainbows and sunshine. This is something that we go through as a hot rod shop, right? Like when it leaves the shop, it's got to be perfect. So I mean, even though it's very, very faint, and honestly, most guys wouldn't even see that, we don't have a choice. When shit like this comes up, we got to repaint it. So we'll have to resand it down, rebase it, re-clear it, and not give the client anything to not be 100% happy about. So that's what we'll do. We'll, I guess, start sand tomorrow or Friday. Maybe let it sit a day or two, resand and rebase it.
Well, at the end of the day, we're car guys too. If we don't like it,
Yeah.
why should we give it to somebody else?
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to lose money onto it. But
Yep.
it is what it is. Man.
It happens, man. That's the difference between us and other shops, right? Like I'm saying, like a lot of guys would just send it out the door, punt it, but we can't do it. We'll fix it up and make sure that client's happy. It's really, really faint, but it's just a little. That's called bleed through. It's almost like mapping, but all right. Well, it is what it is. Famous saying around here: "Is what it is."
It is what it is.
But that was gonna happen. Why didn't you?
I'm the worst.
Why didn't you know that was gonna happen?
There is no answer.
So now Matt will come in on his own time. That's what we call OT around here, own time. So Matt will hit that OT on the weekend and fix it up. It happens, man. All you got to do is laugh about that shit, right?
Yeah, it's not our money.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the thing. Like we've already charged the client once to paint it. You don't charge the client again. So now we basically do it our own time, sand it back down, base it, clear it. But on reveal day, like reveal day is our favorite day, right? Client finally sees his Bronco, Mustang, whatever it is. We can't have one thing on the back of our mind saying, oh my God, I hope he doesn't see that topper bleed through, right? So when the client comes in, that day is perfect for us because we know it's a perfect vehicle that we're giving back. So like I said, here's what it is. We'll get her fixed up and hopefully client will be happy. Matt, just quarter in. What's going on, Dev?
Okay.
Grab your microphone.
Okay. nice mic stand there. That's cool.
So what are we working on today?
Today I'm just trying to fix this bumper. So it's a James Duff bumper for the Bronco. So far I have welded new frame rails to the end.
Yeah.
So we put new frame rails on because the original shop that started this project cut them off. So I've got new rails on here, but the bumper is sitting too close to this cab corner. So I'm just modifying and bringing this edge in so everything clears nice. So we have tight tolerances to the body, but there's not any rubbing.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just gonna finish getting that modified. Then I can put it back on, make sure everything's good. and then fix the front frame rails because they cut those frame rails off too. So get those.
They did that. What was the purpose?
I think it was either in a collision or it had somebody welded bumpers on before.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I think they would just cut the mounts off because they cut them like
to rust in them and everything.
yeah, it was like 1.5 inches. They just cut it and then like as if they were welded or maybe an aftermarket tube bumper originally in its life, but.
And then a piece right from factory, or right from James Duff, the aftermarket, doesn't fit onto the Bronco. So
Yeah, so I had to do some modifications, you know, lower this bracket down. Yeah, we'll bring this in. But I mean, they're kind of just generic. Broncos are all not the same. So
exactly.
yeah, I'll get her done. We'll
What do you think of the new mic?
I think the mic stand's a little heavy. You start to droop it, but it works. So it works pretty good.
We'll get those forearm muscles
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Awesome.
A couple more YouTube views, then we can afford.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, we got 3 techs on this job today, or this last couple weeks. We're trying to get a big push on Murray's Bronco done. So we got Matt doing a bunch of body work, Sean's body working, as you just saw, Dev's doing a bunch of metal work. We're hoping to get this thing painted hopefully by the end of the week. Matt, there's your new mic.
Oh, that's new.
Different, eh?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Like Dev was saying, I mean, maybe when they start monetizing our videos, we could afford a mic. But for now, we're gonna use some Ready Rod.
Yeah, this is, well, we're probably going to need this later on today as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
get your interviews in now.
Matt came out, or been dealing with a bunch of shit on this thing. Unfortunately, this one came from another shop. So we got to deal with other shops' bullshit. Matt, why don't you show them some of the stuff here? Check this
Okay.
out. So here's the other shop's paint job.
So this is what happens when people can do it cheaper and faster. This is faster.
That's satisfying.
Very, very satisfying.
I'm sure it's not satisfying for the client.
No.
No, not seeing this.
So now we have to go behind now and strip everything by hand. And as you can see, it's not even sanded underneath. What that is just me scraping, but nothing is sanded. Just easily scrape it all off.
What causes that? Why do you think it's doing that?
It's because nothing underneath this is sanded, and the whole point of adhesion is sanding. So that's why we sand, is because everything will stick. It's just like your wife's nails. She goes to the nail salon, she gets them scratched up because paint's gonna stick. Now, nothing is sanded, nothing's gonna stick. But don't worry though, it's up to us to sand it, take everything off. It's a bit frustrating. How is it for the owner?
Client's got to pay. Unfortunately, it sucks for the client, right? More so. I feel bad for these guys because they'll bring it to another shop, like Matt says, cheaper, faster, right? Unfortunately, no mechanical adhesion, no chemical adhesion, nothing is done properly. So now the client's not only paying to have it put on, he's also paying for us to take it off and then reapply it correctly. So essentially, he's paying, 2-3 times. It sucks for him, but at the end of the day, now he'll get a good product that we can stand behind and warranty.
And you know how I love to gab and talk? I'm always the one with the microphone talking. But I got 4 Broncos to do in like 2 months. So if you want to
Sounds
take
good.
that,
That's
if you
our
wanna
cue.
take that.
Luckily, on the door portions, they did prep, so we could actually save the paint on the inside of the door. But we are changing the color now. So this one's actually going with a nice Eleanor pepper gray, which is going to be really sweet. We've been wanting to do a Bronco in pepper gray for a while with a black top. So instead of stripes, the topper is going to be black, semi-gloss. The bumpers are going to be black. The grill insert here is going to be black. So we're actually really looking forward to painting this thing.
That's the color for like the Eleanor.
Exactly. Which we've never done yet on a Bronco. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. Dev, we're kind of in the middle of an interview here. Just kidding. We'll head down to the mechanic shop so Devin and Matt can keep working. All right, let's do it. Sean, are you hiding up there? You hiding up there? We'll have to get Sean on the way back. Okay. Okay, awesome.
We're just gonna paint the engine bay, I think paint the floor, and then we're polishing the outside, blending in a couple repairs after I fix this rust too. I still have to fix both of these holes, but we're gonna try to keep the paint small. Yeah, and then throw on the soft top. I think that's the last thing, throw on the soft top. And one more mechanic checked over, and then we're done. Then on to the next one. So.
Ben is still on the 47 Pontiac, so just a ton of work going on over there as well.
The GT left yet?
No, GT's still here, so we want to drive the GT first so we could really see the difference, right, between the carbureted and the stack injection. But obviously now, Calgary, typical Calgary weather, right? We got a bunch of snow and rain first week of May, so we're gonna wait till the weather clears, do some test miles on it next week, and then we're gonna jump on and change the stack injection. It's on the hoist, getting ready to go, but I want to drive it before like even touching anything mechanically.
Yeah.
So then you could really see the difference, right? If you get it, bring it in, you don't test drive it, you don't do anything, you change a part or two, and then something fucks up, there's no way of telling, right? Did I do something? Did it come into the shop like this?
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to always get at least the test drive in. Alex, what's going on? We're here for a weekly interview.
Oh yeah?
Sweet. We got a new mic for you.
All right, let's do it. Let me show you what we're working on today.
Yeah.
So, we essentially just swapped in a new engine to this guy. We upgraded from a 289, as you can see just behind you, to the 302 that you're looking at now. We've got a new brake system going in, new disc brakes in the rear, got a Hyperspark from the Sniper kit as well.
How do you like working on these Sniper kits?
It's a lot of fun. I don't mind it at all.
You prefer it than a carburetor?
Yeah, absolutely. It goes in relatively easy. There's not too much to it. Once you do one or two, they're pretty straightforward. A lot of tunability, a lot of options you can do with them. So, as you can see, we had to mount the Hyperspark, which is the first time we've done that over there. That was a bit of a challenge, just finding space for it, but all in all, it's coming together nicely. Just made a couple brake lines for the new system there. New booster, new master. Getting this thing all buttoned up and getting it ready for the client.
Same kind of deal this week with the shitty weather. Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to drive it yet, but hopefully Friday, we're all good to go. The engine's been fired, make sure everything's good. Everything looks good, but we haven't had a chance to actually drive it yet. So like I said, hopefully Friday, maybe this weekend, rip it around. As long as
fingers crossed, man. Yeah, we will see.
You thinking finish up engine bay today?
Yep, engine bay is going to be done in about half hour. I'm just going to do some final vacuum lines and get that buttoned up. As soon as I'm done that,
with tires and rims too.
wicked.
so.
And then we'll be doing that. So we'll finish up the disc conversion in the rear, get some axle seals back in, get the wheels on. We are upgrading the wheels just an inch bigger, so we got some clearance. And yeah, hopefully by the end of the day, we're fired it up again and make sure everything's tight.
Came a long way in a week.
Yeah, sure has, man. It moves quickly over here for sure.
Those are those little things though, right? Like, so we upgraded the back brakes. We converted them to disc. Snowball effect, now the rims don't fit. So now the client had to buy bigger rims, right? So little things like that. This one actually came in for, you know, a quick tune-up and this and that. We noticed that there was low compression on one of the cylinders, so we did a little bit of digging. Unfortunately, there was a crack in the cylinder. So, like Alex said, out with the 289, in with a brand new crate engine 302 from Canadian Crate Engines. We love these guys. Awesome product, awesome warranty. They treat us really well. I think we've probably bought over a dozen engines from them already, and every single one of them has been just awesome. So
it's nice to drop in a unit that you know is going to work. Something that's reliable, makes good power. Definitely an upgrade. So
yeah, and they
we'll see how she
dyno them
does.
too before they send them to us.
Cool.
So they'll actually set their engine up on a dyno, tune it for us, run it. So when we get it, break-in process is already done. So when Alex gets it, turns the key, he could just get to driving. He doesn't have to do the whole break-in process.
100%. Yeah, looking forward to it. Fingers crossed, we should be done here pretty soon. It's also getting a sound system, so once mechanically it's buttoned up, we'll start to tackle that, see
You'll
how
have
that
those
goes.
kick panels today too.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right, let's go see what Ben's working on. What's going on, Ben? Yeah, we upgraded. We got a new mic.
Oh, awesome. Wicked.
Why don't you tell them what you've been working on?
Hey, I like the threaded rod. So basically this week I've been working mostly on the interior of the 47. So we got the radio all mounted. We've got the heater controls all mounted and tested and working. Kind of got spot planned out for a center vent and just been picking away at the wiring, getting it cleaned up, getting it routed where it needs to go. Got the new headlights put in just now and the wiring run through the little buckets.
They came in sweet.
Yeah, they came in. Obviously they have some tape on them right now just to protect the chrome trim rings for them. Just left the film on the headlights so that they stay safe as well. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of working on getting all the headlight wiring out from under the dash and to the front of the vehicle. And
So
then,
what's the whole process of this? Why don't you explain to them, like, why are we mocking so much stuff up before it's painted?
Well, we found that mocking stuff up before it goes to paint leads to a much more efficient process when putting it back together, for sure. It's always good to test fit things in metal, because these things, even though they say they fit, they never fit. They never fit perfectly.
There's no such thing as a plug-and-play piece. Really,
No, especially for these old vehicles. Yeah. You know, there's so many little tiny differences in them. Very rarely do things actually just fit. If they do, buy a lottery ticket that day because you had a lucky day.
Lots of wiring going on with this guy too.
Yeah, lots of wiring. This is a completely EFI vehicle. It's running an LS, 5.7 liter. We've got line lock in this. We've got a vintage air system, so we're going to have AC. We kind of planned out for a custom built center console so that we can have some cup holders and a couple other accessories and some switches in there.
What's the line lock do, Ben?
So what the line lock does is there's a little red button there. Let's say you want to do a nice big old burnout. You hold your foot on the brake, you hold the line lock button, and what that does is it locks the front brake channel, keeps the front brakes applied, so that you don't have to hold your foot on the brake, and then you can just focus on feathering the throttle to do a burnout or whatever you're trying to do. And then you just release the button whenever you want to take off. That's the fun button.
Piss off your neighbor's button.
Yeah, the make your neighbors really angry with you button.
That's looking really good. We're getting
Awesome.
really close.
Yeah,
to
we are
being able
getting
to
really
start tear
close.
down now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We might send this one over to Troy first to do some interior mock-up. Just that way he'll be able to see, where things are.
Yeah, where things need to go, and
We'll get the battery in place. Do we have a battery hold down, or are you manufacturing or making something?
sure. I know James is talking to Devin about that.
Okay. We'll probably have to
Back
make
before.
a battery hold down.
Yeah,
then.
probably, or something that can bolt down at least.
Yeah, awesome.
Um,
The whole trunk is getting
yeah, the whole
subs,
trunk is gonna get. We're getting
amps.
a sub in each corner here, kind of on an angle facing outward. It'll have 2 amps, so it'll have 1 amp that's dedicated for the speakers, 1 amp that's dedicated for the subs.
How many speakers is he running?
He's running 4 speakers,
Okay.
2 tweeters,
Yeah.
and 2 subs. So this thing is not a big vehicle.
No.
It's going to pump for sure. It's gonna make a lot of noise if he wants it to, and not just from the sound system.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's all the underdash wiring that I'm cleaning up right now. Going to be running it out to the front through the fender, and so then hopefully it'll be as clean as possible when Troy gets it for interior. And that way it's as simple for him to do as well. That's basically where we're at with the 47. We're getting real close. It'll be disassembly soon.
Or start welding plates to it for sponsors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got the GT40 here. You guys saw the little intro last week on Instagram. If you haven't, check us out on Instagram. We put a sweet little reel out. This one's in for boreless stack injection. Hopefully next week, weather smartens up, we could drive it and get going on this thing. Like I was saying in the truck there, we just want to drive it beforehand so we could really see the difference between the carb and the stack. Other than that, no cosmetic issues that we're working on. It's just straight mechanical, get it running a little better. It is running a little hot, so we'll see if the EFI helps that. If not, we'll have to look into that. Yeah, that'll be next week, so definitely stay tuned for that episode. The GT40 seems to be on a lot of people's bucket list for, cars to work on, so I think they absolutely got this one perfect. It just, the lines on it are just perfect. Wouldn't change a thing.
I love the color too.
Yeah, the color is really awesome. Other than that, I mean, we got Doug's working on this Coyote swap Bronco still. We're still waiting on parts for this guy to come in. Another 2 Broncos here in the corner. So yeah, that one is fully swapped Gen 2 Coyote with a 6R80 tranny, advanced adapters, adaptation plate to convert to mate up the 6R80 to the Dana 20 transfer case. Other than that, it's actually a pretty stockish frame. We didn't go 4-link on this one. It's just leaf springs in the back, coil springs up front. We'll probably detune the Coyote as well. These things make so much power for a small wheelbase vehicle like a Bronco. So we're probably going to detune this to probably about 350 horsepower. We find that's a pretty good horsepower rating for these things. You still get the reliability, but it's just not such a monster. You're not spinning out everywhere. We got our spec Bronco going on over here still. This is the one that we're actually going to convert into a wide body. So Infamous is actually working on a wide body kit for us right now. We've been really looking forward to that. It's been probably about a year we wanted to do something like this. Hopefully in the next probably month we'll have an episode of at least starting to fit our wide body kit on here. This one's got a 347 stroker with the Sniper EFI as well. So it'll be a nice raunchy little ride. James.
How's it going?
Just the guy we've been waiting for. Here's your mic.
I love that mic. That's awesome.
Big James, take it away.
We got it running and driving. It drives good, but it falls off on the after about half throttle, but has no tune or anything in it. It's just basically
How's the
just
like shakes and stuff like that? Is it pretty smooth?
yeah, it's pretty smooth. The wheels, the wheelbase they had on there just kind of fell off. So
Oh, did they? So you got to rebalance those then?
we'll have to rebalance them. But
Okay, good.
there was no real shakes. The shakes more just with the exhaust at idle than when you're
Okay.
driving.
Does it actually hit anything? Or is it
No,
just-
it's really hard to tell right now, just because there's still lots of little screws and stuff shaking. So,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like it. You just hear things vibrate.
Okay.
We're just cleaning up all the wiring in the dash, making it all modular so it can come out nice and easy. HVAC is working, and now we're working on that 300-foot power window thing. So it's got front and rear power windows.
Find them?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there's.
Awesome. So you're mocking all that stuff up too?
Oh, because we got to punch holes in the doors and in the A-pillar to do it. So I
So
got
it's
to
going to be like fully operational, or just kind of?
in to make it work. I'm just making sure I brought all the stuff down here because I just want to make sure that wherever I put it, it's not going to be behind some kind of structure or get pinched by
Yeah.
smoker's window or anything like that.
Awesome. And then we still have to run some cooler lines up front. You were saying this morning.
Hey, yeah, oil cooler, engine oil. We got the fittings for that, so got to cut up the rad support a little bit to get some clearance, but then it'll be Good to go. Brakes are all working. Clutch is working.
Brake feels good, eh?
Yeah, it's rock solid. It's awesome. We definitely have to open this up. I think it's starving.
You think so?
It's just not enough flow through here.
Okay, so this is that air intake that Devin built. But if you look around here, Carl, we're not quite getting enough air. So we're gonna have to open up the rad support, get some more air in there. Actually, and then we got the big bulky headlight that's probably not helping, but.
We're gonna cut this whole window, the whole thing, and then put some mesh there to help catch some bugs.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, she.
Yeah, where is the headlight?
The headlights. Yeah.
Here, I'll show you.
All right, I'll check it out. Were these converted to electronic, James?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just need my battery.
I was like, where did it go?
So this was an option that they had in 68 on the Charger. So this is a stock option, but back then they did it with vacuum power. We converted it something a little more reliable. Now it does it with electronic.
Oh wow, I didn't know it.
That's pretty cool, eh? Yeah, so James has been busting ass on this. Everything is actually at a really exciting part now because 47 Charger, they're both so close to getting torn down, going to body, going to interior, and then we get to work on other projects. James is going to jump on the Godzilla project next, and probably all hands on deck for that one for probably a month or so. Get that one at this stage where it's running, driving, we're happy with it, get that one off the body. And then get a whole batch of other ones come in. James chomping at the bit to get on the GT40 too, so so hopefully next week we're on that guy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. Anything else you want to talk about on this, or?
No, this thing's. You can tell this thing's going to be a beast. It's but it derates as soon as you get throttle into it, but lots of bottom end.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Send it over to Lakeview next week, get it tuned, and then it'll be scary. When this thing's tuned right, it'll be an absolute weapon.
Yeah, it's
right. It'll be interesting to see with the things we have at the shop right now, like this, lined up with the 7.3 Godzilla Whipple supercharger on it. They're both going to be running similar horsepower, so it'll be really sweet to see which one takes the prize.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, boys. All right, there you guys have it. As you saw, another really busy week in the shop. We got the half cab painted, that beautiful lime green color. Really excited to show our client that one. Eleanor Bronco, I should say, bodywork. Matt was hitting that really hard this week. We got Ben finishing up the 47, James finishing up 68 Charger mechanical, Alex finishing up the 67 Mustang. All of those will be running and driving this week. Do a bunch of do a bunch of test miles on all of them. Get them over to the body shop. Next week, if you guys are enjoying the videos and you want to tag along, we're hoping to get the Eleanor Bronco painted, which will be really sweet. We never did an Eleanor Bronco body color before, so really pumped to see how that one turns out. What else have we got going on? We got Devin's going to jump back on the BMW body swap. So he's going to jump back on the rear side, working on some panels for the trunk, making that look super seamless. So the trunk is basically looking stock. And then we're going to start assembling the orange Patina Pete Bronco as well. So stay tuned for that. Please like, subscribe, comment. That really helps us out. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Lots more to come. Thanks.